Hello, this is James. Finally, after 2 straight days of grinding dirt-streaked, red-capped hobos, a king has his queen. Look at her, staring at me imperiously with her one blue eye. She's waiting for me to paint her toenails. I'll be there in a minute, honey. Amazoness Queen, 6-star Earth attribute monster, 2400 attack. Defense value is irrelevant because her effect reads, Amazoness monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. She protects her smaller Amazonesses. She can be special summoned by Amazoness Onslaught. She even has a cool tribute effect with Amazoness Baby Tiger. Truly a thing of beauty. A person of beauty and great power and import. But she is only a single member of the tribe. So this is a modified version of my King of Games Amazoness deck, changing things around a little bit, playing with stuff in preparation for the princess. We're using Amazoness Paladin. I only have one of her, and I'm kind of regretting my obsession with Dinotherium. And I might, when next month rolls around, I might not get my third Dinotherium. I might get my second Amazoness Paladin. This card gains 100 attack for each Amazoness monster you control. So she's 1700 attack, and then she naturally bumps up to 1800 because she herself is an Amazoness. That's what I love about these Amazoness monsters. And these Amazoness effects, it just applies to any Amazoness. It's not like a specific monster and you have to keep track of who has more or less than 1500 defense. Psychics. So she's 1800 just by herself. She's 2000 with 2 other Amazoness monsters. And then if you special summon her with Amazoness Onslaught, she gets 500. So that's a 2500 attack point monster right in your opponent's face. But I probably wouldn't go more than 2. Queen again. I love you, Beyonce. 1 Amazoness Trainee. Monsters destroyed by battle with this card are returned to the bottom of the deck instead of going to the graveyard. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it gains 200 attack. So that's usually not going to happen with 1500 attack. And mostly what we're doing with Onslaught is banishing. But I wanted to see how we could play around with the buy blow of my grind to the queen. And the best case for Amazoness Trainee just by herself is attacking a defense position Carrot Lover, and then Carrot Lover gets shuffled back into the deck instead of going to the graveyard where he's useful. Or Rose Lover. Rose Lover also getting, not shuffled, but yeah, it goes to the bottom of the deck. 3 of the Amazoness Swordswoman, still the best Amazoness that we have. She reflects the damage back at the opponent. And if you do happen to get out Amazoness Queen, you can keep reusing her. Frankly, I'm not certain how this got past the censors, because this got censored. Like, they added this piece, and then they kind of covered up her abs with the bottom piece. But you see as much with Amazoness Swordswoman, but I guess it's different because she's turned. Okay. 2 Amazoness Sage, because I'm stuck in my ways. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacking is still on the field, target 1 spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Great for drawing out enemy controllers. The opponent goes ahead and enemy controllers Amazoness Sage because they figure that they're going to lose their enemy controller anyway. And they don't know that they're just increasing my efficiency. And 2 Baby Tigers. So basically this is a modified version of my King of Games deck. I took out the 2 Amazoness Fighters, and they are currently residing in my bedchamber. For the 2 of the other level up monsters, and then I took out 1 Baby Tiger for Amazoness Queen, so that we could try out some of the other combos. But Baby Tiger, probably the most valuable card in the Amazoness deck. He is an Amazoness, so Amazoness Onslaught applies. With Holy Guard, you can crash him for the banish, which is fantastic. It's a free banish. And then when you normal or special summon an Amazoness monster, he pops out of your hand or he pops out of your graveyard, and it's just a free extra monster. And he also has an effect where he gains 100 attack for each Amazoness card. So not just monsters, but also your spell or trap cards. He gains 100 attack. That doesn't come up too often, but it is nice. It is nice to see him get bulked up a little bit. Let's start here with the spells. 3 of the essential Amazoness Ambush. It's a free banish. I mean, Amazonesses are just they're my favorite deck, and it's not just because they're sexy warrior ladies that are full of like muscles and confidence. It's also because they have non-targeting, non-destruction, continuous removal with the Amazoness Ambush. And I really want to make use of these Amazoness, I think they're scouts. Yes. Wait, where are the scouts? Amazoness scouts. Amazon scouts. I really want to make use of them, and I think that Princess is going to make that possible. But for now, they just need to live in the form of the ambush. Special summon monsters gain 500 attack until the end of this turn, and you can special summon them and you pop out your baby tigers, and of course the banish. And if this card on the field is destroyed in the center of the graveyard, you can target one Amazoness monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Tons of value. 2 Amazoness Willpower, free to play replacement for your powerful rebirths. Even though I do have a powerful rebirth, I'm using Amazoness Willpower, and it's not for the boost to the Amazoness Baby Tiger. It's because it revives Queen in the unlikely event of her death. Powerful Rebirth does not do that. But it does have a restriction. So you select one Amazoness monster in your graveyard, special summon it in attack position. It cannot change its battle position, and it must attack if able. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When this monster is destroyed, destroy that card. So unlike Powerful Rebirth, your monster is tied to Amazoness Willpower, similar to the ninjas. And it has to attack, but that's not a big deal with Holy Guard. We have 1 Intrigue Shield. So Intrigue Shield, it's really like Amazonesses are getting a lot of buffs. So first we added Paladin to the ultra rare tickets, and people were like, oh, what? Like, that's not crazy. And then we got first we got our Amazoness Onslaught, and then they added Paladin to the super rare tickets, and then they gave us this card, which is a strictly bet. Oh, and we got Queen, and we got Princess coming from the Elegant Mai in May, in less than a week. So excited. And they gave us this card just for free. It's just like a completely random weird card. I have no idea what this is or what this is supposed to be. It looks like a My Valentine card because Shadow of Eyes, right? Shadow of Eyes is a bunch of weird anime eyes in like a smoky purple ghost field. But these faces, these smoky purple ghost faces are like smug, and this one has an escutcheon for a nose. So I have no idea what the story of this card is, and I'm usually pretty good at that. But Intrigue Shield, target one face of monster you control, equip this card to that target once per turn. While the equipped monster is in attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from attacks involving it. So it can protect your life points if your opponent attacks on their turn, because of course Holy Guard protects you on your turn. And it's once per turn, like Amazoness Heirloom. So this to me is strictly better than Heirloom, because even though Heirloom has a destroy effect, it only happens when you attack with your Amazoness monster. It doesn't happen when your Amazoness monster is attacked. And I like the banish better. So you only have 3 ambushes, but by the time you're getting into heirlooms and being able to attack your Amazoness monster into the opponent's monster to get the destroy effect with the heirloom, you usually have an ambush onslaught ready to do the banish. So that effect is superfluous, and since it's an equipped spell, you have to commit before the fact, and your opponent gains that information, whereas Intrigue Shield is a trap, and you can play it when it is most convenient for you. So that's why we're using Intrigue Shield instead of Heirloom. 1 Paleozoic Canadia. It's great for locking down guard yokes and just putting stuff in face-down defense position to save one of your Amazoness monsters, so that they can just attack the face-down defense position monster. They don't get destroyed, and they get the banish if you don't have your queen on the field, which you should always strive to do. 2 enemy controllers, Econ take, critical, very strong for free-to-play decks, and a good combo with Amazoness Baby Tiger, and 1 double Cyclone. So this lineup of back row can get pretty bricky. We have an equipped trap, we have Amazoness Ambush that just needs to sit there, and then these Amazoness Willpowers, they only go away when that monster is destroyed. So if the monster is tributed or econ tributed or or like banished or something like that, then you're stuck with the Amazoness Willpower. So I'm trying out 1 double Cyclone in order to clear out some of the yuck. But I actually found myself more using it with Amazoness Onslaught for its 3rd effect, because it is a destroy, and its cost is the target. So you can since this is a quick play, you can put this on cards that are already going to the graveyard. You can chain them to like your econs. You play your econ, and then you can chain double Cyclone. You destroy your econ, destroy, and then you get to destroy your opponent's card for free. Or you make it a 1-for-1 because you're already getting value off of your econ. But you go double Cyclone onto your Amazoness Onslaught, Amazoness Ambush, and you can target 1 Amazoness monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Any Amazoness monster that you want. So this is the deck as I intended to play it, using the skill Holy Guard. In the replays, however, we need to see Queen action. So I used the Heavy Starter skill on Seto Kaiba, which I do not recommend. Do not do that. Holy Guard is currently the best skill for Amazoness, I think, until we can play around with Princess. But so that's what you're gonna see in the replays, is Seto Kaiba using Heavy Starter. Heavy Starter, the effect is when you lose 1,800 life points, you can draw a level 5 or higher monster from your deck. And since Amazoness Queen is the only monster that fits that description, we get our queen. My queen. Okay, so here's our first replay, and we're playing. This is I kept using Tea until I figured, okay, I need to get. It's not easy to draw the queen. I need to force the draw of the queen. So we're still using Holy Guard, but the other 4 monsters, the other 4 replays are with Kaiba and Heavy Starter. But use Holy Guard, don't use Heavy Starter. It's not good to build your deck around a single card. Alright, so this is my favorite opening play is Amazoness Baby Tiger and then Amazoness Ambush, but we don't have Ambush, we have Intrigue Shield, but the opponent doesn't know that, and it's always good to set your traps, even though you think they might get destroyed. Don't be afraid. So Ishizu goes Zeratius, Sanctuary in the Sky, and that means there's going to be divine punishments coming up. Now, we draw into our queen, and how strong is queen? Well, we're going to see in a second, but here's the dope interaction with Amazoness Baby Tiger. So we had the face down Baby Tiger, and we tributed it for our queen. Now that summon counts as a summon for the effect of Baby Tiger. So when you tribute your queen off of a Baby Tiger, you get the Baby Tiger back. And Ishizu plays her divine punishments. to negate the baby tiger effect, but this is the power of Queen. The opponent simply surrenders, crumbles under the might of my wife. Excuse me, Beyonce. Okay. For reals this time. So again, for the third time, we're using Seto Kaiba for the heavy starter skill to get Queen for the YouTubes. Do not use heavy starter, use Holy Guard. There's the first replay, or second replay. Our first replay using Seto Kaiba and the heavy starter skill instead of Holy Guard as is appropriate. Middle-aged mechs, so piercing damage, that's going to be good for getting our holy starter rocking and rolling. So here we're, usually I'll go, alright, so I have this bad habit, when I have two onslaughts, ambushes, I set both of them because if I keep one in my hand and then I lose because of a cosmic cyclone, I would feel very, very dumb. So I always set both of them. I'm 50-50 on whether or not that's a good idea. And then usually what I do is I set a face down baby tiger and then just let them attack into it, and then I get a free banish, and then I can play my other Amazoness monster and get the baby tiger back. But here, we don't want to get drowned in piercing damage. So we're gonna play Sage face up and try to take out that Ancient Gear Castle. But we get enemy controller, and we did get the baby tiger. He doesn't draw any monsters, we go for the castle again, enemy controller again, and then we're just gonna get damage from 1,000 damage from our second baby tiger in our hand. Normal summons the Ancient Gear Knight, and then Super Rush. Super Rush trumps the onslaught because Amazonesses are fierce warrior women. They need to make contact with their enemy in the heat of battle. They don't do well with magic. Alright, so here, we set that Intrigue Shield. Now we're going to use it. Amazon's Baby Tiger, turn the toggle to on. Once you're past the attack declaration, pop Intrigue Shield, and now, so Intrigue Shield protects our life points, so even though we don't have Holy Guard, as we should, we're using Heavy Starter, we protect our life points, and we get the banish. Now he has no monsters, and okay, so there's a Sergeant Electro, and usually, you know, you wait until Sergeant Electro targets the card, and then you pop it, but I don't want to wait, so you just go ahead and pop it first thing. And then he doesn't read Intrigue Shield properly. He attacks into the baby tiger, I take their damage, and he gets banished for his trouble. Now we're just going to go lay into his life points with 1,200 points of direct damage, and then he tributes for the Ancient Gear Golem, goes Rare Metal Morph, and it's not quite enough, and we get the banish. Our turn, and now, but it allows us to activate Heavy Starter. Now, I tribute for the baby tiger, and we get the baby tiger back. We go Mirror Wall, or he goes Mirror Wall. Now what we could have also done was special summon Queen with the effect of Amazoness Onslaught, and I need to get into the habit of that instead of just thinking about tributing her, but this interaction with baby tiger is very cool. So he goes Mirror Shield to stay alive for another turn, but we have Double Cyclone. We're going to destroy our own Amazoness Ambush, and that gets us back another monster, and Queen attacks for the win. It's good, it's good. She should finish games. Okay, so Seto Kaiba versus My Valentine. By the way, Amazoness Paladin, totally My Valentine. It's kind of confusing, but the hair is exactly the same. We're going first. And she has restart. I'm so jealous. I want my to have restart. And it's some kind of insect queen nonsense. No, I know exactly what kind of insect queen nonsense. It's the Cerberus, Axe of Fools, 100-footed horror, insect, whatever, the spell card that lets you morph Cerberus into an insect queen, which is really gross if you think about it. We don't start with our ambush. We set Baby Tiger, we set Double Cyclone, and we set Intrigue Shield, and we keep Trainee in our hand. Begins with a Killer Bee, Armored Bee, but passes his turn, and then I just set another Baby Tiger because there's no reason to rush. He activates Metal Morph onto his Armored Bee, destroys the monster, and then gets out his Metamorphosed Insect Queen. But then I guess he's afraid of he thinks that I'm hiding an ambush in these two cards, but I am not, so that's why he doesn't attack. But now we have our ambush, and now we're pretty good because the queen, the other queen, the enemy queen, the non-human queen, is proofed against targeting effects. You can't target her while there's another insect, and woe to you if he gets two of them. But we have the ambush, so we're not worried about that. But we're gonna keep pretending like we don't have Amazoness ambush. And we're gonna pretend so well that I forget to turn the toggle back to on after and she destroys my Amazoness Trainee, but we're just deepening the illusion. Baby Tiger destroys the token, and then here, okay, yeah, imitation onto the Cerberus. Now there's two of them, and so we activate our Onslaught, chain the Intrigue Shield to protect our life points. Say goodbye to the Insect Queen. She's going to get banished, and then he is going to attack with his second Insect Queen. So that overwhelms the Intrigue Shield and destroys the Baby Tiger, but that Insect Queen also gets banished. So that was a bit of an impulsive move. So here's what I'm talking about. God, this is so strong, like just 2300 for nothing. Because we special summoned her with the effect of Amazoness Ambush, and we get our Baby Tiger. We're going to banish the token into nothingness and get 2400 points of direct damage. He is going to go Pinch Hopper with the Metal Morph. And the reason that she's doing this is because there's really I don't think this deck has anything that overcomes Amazoness Ambush. And then during the end of his battle phase, we activate Double Cyclone to destroy the Onslaught because he's out of monsters. This revives our monster, destroys the potentially dangerous back row, which it's not, it's an Axe of Fools, which is still funny to me. We get our Paladin back, and that's the game. I am the master of the Amazonesses, not you, my Valentine. Okay. Oh, there's Alright, there's another one versus my Valentine. My Valentine versus Seto Kaiba. We're going second. She activates balance. Okay, good. This is a different one. And we have Sage, 2 ambushes, and a revival. This is Cyber Angels. Who's gonna win? Primitive Ladies or the Beings from on high? Alright, so I don't summon because it's just gonna get nuked by Dakini. Or not nuked, it's gonna just quietly slip away by the effect of Dakini. And I can protect my life points with the effect of Ambush. So Gishki Chain gets ritual cards, and then tribute summons for the Dankini. And just attacks because that's what Dankinis do. We go Onslaught, we go Ambush, special summon the Sage. And Sage dies, but we get the Banish, and we revive the Sage, and we attack, and we destroy nothing. And then with Amazoness, you need to be careful about every little 500 damage. So we special summon Baby Tiger, not off the revival of the Sage, but with the effect of Amazoness Ambush. And we get 1,000 points of direct damage. Sprite's Blessing summons the Saphira. I am not afraid of your discard effect, Saphira. Destroys my Amazoness Baby Tiger, trying to get that maximum damage. I don't even have an Intrigue Shield to protect, but it only makes us stronger. It only lets us call forth the Queen. Okay, so again, need to get out of that grandpa mindset. We can now special summon 6-star monsters straight from our hand with the effect of Amazoness Ambush. Special summon, special summon, special summon the Queen. And then we could have our Queen and our Sage, and then we would also get our Baby Tiger. But that's fine. We get Queen and her pet Baby Tiger anyway, and we defeat Mai once again. But we gotta see the protection. All right, so again, special summon. Aster Phoenix versus Seto Kaiba. We're going second. And we have Baby Tiger, Swordswoman, Econ, Ambush, and a double Cyclone. Currently I'm faking out with the middle card, and then I put the card I want to stay in the game on the right. And we set the Baby Tiger. So this is my classic Amazoness play. Set Baby Tiger and an Onslaught. Just waiting for that free banish, and then I can revive with the normal summon of my other Amazoness monster. Drill Dart. Alright, so here we're gonna banish this sucker. We lose our Baby Tiger. But since we didn't draw another Amazoness monster, we're going to wait. We're not going to do our normal summon, we're going to special summon off of the Ambush. We get 500 more attack, and then we're going to special summon our Baby Tiger. Activates Wall of the D. And then normal summons Decider, and then this Mask Change nonsense. 2,800 damage. But, you know, don't get greedy for the damage with the Amazonesses, because we can just do the banish. All right. We're out of uses for our Amazoness Ambush, and we have another one waiting. So we're going to take advantage of our double Cyclone. We're going to get the value out of our ambush. We destroy the ambush. We destroy the potentially dangerous face down. In this case, it was a Divine Wrath, so not that dangerous, but it could have been another enemy controller. All during his end phase. Amazoness Ambush, the third effect, allows us to revive our Baby Tiger. And he revives his Decider, but back to his hand. Alright. So, all of those lost life points lets us call forth our Queen. Finally, Tribute Summon is the appropriate action because we do not have Ambush ready. So we tribute for our Queen. Queen, oh my god. Queen tributes, gets back the Baby Tiger. Since we only have 100 life points left, we're going to put Baby Tiger in defense position. We're going to leave Swordswoman just in case, you know, maybe he'll attack it. We set an enemy controller and we set an ambush. We're going to switch it around this time. We're going to have ambush in the middle. Attack for 2,400, and our Swordswoman is inspired by our Queen and attacks for 0. Now, he sets Dark City. Dark City makes Decider 200 bigger than the Queen. This would be game. I tribute take. I don't set him into defense position. I tribute take so that I can, do stuff with Amazoness Swordswoman. And that's what Baby Tiger is for. He is for the tribute take. So now we've protected our life points, and we have maintained Decider in attack position. ready to receive the blessing of the queen. Now, so queen. Now we're bulletproof. Even if he has a bunch of like weird stuff, we can't lose any life points. Queen is in defense position, and she is indestructible. We have 2 Amazoness Swords Women, and we have Ambush ready and waiting. And he scoops. I love playing Amazonesses against masked heroes. We didn't see Anki that time, but frequently the banish happens. Oh no, we did see Anki. I love playing Amazoness against masked heroes. I hope all of you will join me in welcoming the Queen to our decks. Thank you for watching.